Good morning. Good afternoon, y'all. I don't even know what time it is. Oh my goodness. So I'm double tasking here. Dual tasking, whatever you want to call it. Because I've got to get some laundry done and some more things. But I wanted to touch base with y'all because in case you hadn't heard the news, 1776 Restoration Movement has a date. And there'll be 2 days of huge rallies beforehand. And then we are going into Washington, D.C. to peacefully protest. And anyone who is not peaceful, we will help the authorities to detain them. It is a peaceful protest in Washington, D.C. proper, July 4th. So come on out. We're going to have a different location for the rallies but leading up to it because we'll need more room. And we've already got other groups. Oh, I'm a mess. Oh, other groups are coming out to join us, and this thing is huge, and so necessary. And we're going in to have a conversation. I definitely don't want to speak for Santa, so I am sending you all over to Santa's morning meeting this morning, June 7th, 2022, and that's on Santa's channel, and it was a good meeting, and that is where he announced it, and he announced our agenda, our mission, and any who join us. It is a peaceful protest, and our mission and goal is to restore our constitutional republic and have conversations with our representatives who have been elected to represent us, who seem to be representing a federal government and not the people in which they were elected to serve. So we are going in to have conversations and restore our constitutional republic. So, glory be to God. This is good news, and please stay tuned for more, and hit me up if you need to get some information. I'm re-sewing a patch in my favorite blue jeans so I can wear them. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm praying for all of us. You bet I am. Oh my goodness. Isn't this wild? So, hey y'all. Yep, July 4th. Excellent, Dab. Hi, Gaga. Microchip. Isn't that interesting? All anyone wants to talk about is Bandit. And yet we just got a date that we're going into DC finally. That's really curious. So my suggestion, Microchip, because I know you do some monitoring, is shut it down. Well, by trying to give directions first, like let's talk about what's really important. I mean, God bless Bandit, but we need to. Yes, millions of others will be there, absolutely, and I can see your type, yes. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. People get distracted very easily, but we cannot. It is perfect. Independence Day is perfect. It really is, and that's actually just a beautiful day to have patriotic Americans all in DC. And if they don't understand what's going on, we are certainly there to help give information and help God to open up some more eyes. So yes, this is perfect. Absolutely. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you all. Yeah, I'm sure it's been crazy. Yes, I do believe that this is God driven. And Santa talked about that, and some of the other streamers have been talking about it. And I'm, it's kind of late. I'm catching off of Santa's stream because I'm in Annapolis today, but I'll get up there as soon as I can. So it's direly important that we're supporting all of this and keeping the truth out there. Matthew's down on the border still, and he's safe, thank goodness. And if anybody knows any information about who to contact for the women and children that have been traumatized, that have come across the border there, once the men and women who are helping Border Patrol with that situation, they need directions where to direct those women and children, and men too, that have been traumatized, once, because they're now across the river. So it was a good question that Matthew asked, yesterday. And I think he only did it on Facebook. I'm not sure he did it on our stream, but, I'm grateful that he has not been detained, and is still free to be of assistance, because we need that kind of caring around this country for one another. As we are restoring our republic, we also need to remember that human beings are still in need and still human beings. So, oh my gosh, was I at a bike rally? Where have I been? I don't even know. I do know that my mission has not changed, and that I am definitely a troop for the freedom. Absolutely. Oh, the Rolling Thunder. Thank you. Took me a second, Microchip. Sorry about that. Yeah, Rolling Thunder. That was cool. I've ridden in that before. That's a lot of fun. On the back of my friend's bike, though. Oh, yeah. They scoop them right up into... Well, I don't care where they scoop them as long as they're safe and well taken care of. That's... Because, Matthew and I share this this channel, so any information that comes through, I can certainly make sure he gets it. Oh, right, Deb? The real Samuel, right? Apparently we have people pretending to be Samuel. It looks like somebody was hitting up Victoria, pretending to be Samuel, and they weren't. So I had made a patch, because you buy jeans that are already worn out. And Rolling to Remember, yes, that's the new name. That is the new name. But I guess a lot of us will probably always remember it as Rolling Thunder. My t-shirt's Rolling Thunder from, gosh, years ago. Hi, Gloria. Yes, we are doing this thing. Isn't it great? I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was nervous. Of course I'm nervous. Oh, good, Deb. I know. Well, we're gonna have to weed through a lot of that craziness right now. That's the sign of the times. I mean, this is spiritual warfare. So what do we know that the enemy does? The enemy. The enemy wants to bring in confusion. Distraction and confusion. So probably because my weight fluctuates so much too. But when you buy jeans already distressed, you're going to be patching every now and again, or you're going to be replacing. And I think in our economy right now that it's good to be economic. I pray y'all are all having an amazing day, and excited about this news as well. And those who feel that they can spread the word in their areas that this is happening, you know, please send people out. And I suggest that they come out early, you know, before the 4th. I mean, if they can only meet us in D.C., then meet us in D.C. But if they can come out early for the rallies, I think that'll be important too for all of us to have that good feeling of solidarity and being on the same page. I think that'll be real important. But with streaming, I guess it's not so necessary that everybody's at the rallies. You know, we all just need to keep in touch and weed through the BS, for lack of a better term. Excuse my language, but read through the BS. We've got to sift through that. Be discerning, and if it doesn't match up with the word, you know, for those of us that are believers or stay in the Bible. But even for people, you know, who are of a different belief, if it does not match up with the Holy Word, then it is not of God. And we are remaining under God. So if you're uncertain about somebody or something and what they said, see if it matches up with the Bible. That's the best way to be discerning and to know what is of God. If you're not totally familiar with His Word, you can still resource it. Use it as the resource right now, because this is a battle between good and evil. Ultimately, it really is. How do you know what is good and what is evil when we know that evil can masquerade? Check it out with the Word. It is that simple. It really is that simple. Here's what I am not, a seamstress. But I can do just enough to get by. All right, peaceful, but you... Oh, yes, absolutely, Sandra. Absolutely. Oh, that's awesome, Gloria. Hey, you know, my dad went to Staunton Military Academy. He sure did. Oh my gosh. That's a beautiful area. And yes, it's important to do your local things. Absolutely. It's, you know, for those who can, to come out. And Gloria, you know, you do so much. You have done so much. And I don't want to see you down there sweltering in the heat and, you know, whatever may come. I really don't. You are with the spirit that this is all about. And so you are with us wherever we go. And I pray that we're with you wherever you go. So, you're an amazing woman. I'm grateful to have you as a friend. Absolutely. You know, right now for me, you know, I'm going to the gym when I can. I go on hikes when I can. I'm a little disappointed that there's things I've been able to do for my health that I have not done. And, but I did quit smoking, so that's a huge one. And so I think it's important for all of us, you know, as things get a little tighter economically and things like that, you know, is just to eliminate those things that are really, you know, not so necessary. And my plan is like I've got white bread and things like that, you know, and it's like in the freezer, and I'm not going to be repurchasing those, because that's not helping me to feel my best and be as alert as I can, and just because of the way I'm wired. So, you know, now's the time to definitely be eliminating the things in our lives that are just absolutely not necessary and really are taking more away, in my opinion. You know, this is definitely the time to be doing that. So I am later on, just to let you all know, must be, oh, God bless you, Deb. Hope to see you soon. And PJ, hi, hon. God bless you. So just to let everybody know, I am going to be getting on my laptop later and really setting this thing up better and setting it up for donations, because we're going to drop it into the growth bucket, where we really grow this thing, because I want to reach as many people as I can, and I can't do it without help. Neither can Matthew. So I just want to give you the heads up that, oh my gosh, thanks, Gloria. You are too. I just want to give you guys the heads up that you're going to see, the Zelle, and email address, and you're going to hear that more often, like you do on Oreo Express and the other live streamers, WYSIWYG, and Santa doesn't do it, but you're gonna see more of that, because I cannot continue on and bring this to as many people as I can and as I want to without your help. So just to let you know, that's a little heads up. I've just had to get to the point where I can sit down and figure out how to do that, and I've got people who are willing to help mod, and so we're just gonna really work on expanding this thing. It's been so fun and intimate, like people were saying the other night, Uncle Deuce and everybody, that it's been relaxing for some people to come to this channel where it's not so many people and not so much craziness. But, and it has been nice because it's been a learning curve for me, which I'm very grateful. I've looked into the Cash App, and I don't mind the buy me a cup of coffee thing so much, because it sort of suits my personality to have a cup of coffee. But they do want like 5%, but I might go that route. And then I also want to look into the Christian donation app a little bit more. So, hi Jen. I am sewing a patch in the crotch of my jeans. or I'm re-sewing it better because I was starting to get some country air conditioning. Sorry if that's too much information. I don't want to be sitting Indian style and not be, well, I'm a Southern belle. Some things are just better left in secret. Like the color of my underwear that day, It's nobody's business. Oh no. I'm so terrible at this. My scissors. I'm trying not to show too much of my place. It's still, it's a little better than it was, but not much. But oh, you guys, I got a whole bunch of, everybody, I got a whole bunch of clothes. I'm really proud of myself. I finally switched out my winter clothes for my spring and summer clothes, because I haven't been here, right? And I have lots of clothes for the women up at camp, at the 1776 Restoration Movement camp. And because some of them haven't been home since this all started. And it was winter, of course, as you all know, when we all got together. And, I'm seeing poor Rose, I'm seeing her in some skirts, but they're heavy duty winter type skirts. They look really, really heavy. Oh, let's see. What do we have here? Oh, Samuel, that's what I heard. I heard you're getting it, buddy. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, I don't know too much of that. Con Creature. It's an interesting name. But I do know that there was a lot of research done and some discussion with the PO officer. And so there's probably more to that story than what you're displaying. But what I'm not going to do, and I'm going to ask you not to do, is to distract from the very important fact that we have a date for going into DC, because that's what brought us all together in the first place. So 1776 Restoration Movement, and all who are joining, including our good friends from Texas, Samuel and his crew, and from all over the country. We've got people coming from Florida and all over. We are going to Washington, D.C. proper July 4th for a peaceful protest. And the great thing is that there'll be millions of people there. Yes, our representatives and everybody won't be in office that day, but we will be there spreading more of what's going on, and to millions of people that are there that may not have their eyes open. So we'll be planting seeds, and then we'll also be there being that voice for restoring our constitutional republic. So let's not... Thanks, Jennifer. Yes. I'm an underwear wearing kind of person. So let's not distract from the important things here, though. So let's not come on here and put too much focus. It's really kind of a shame that that announcement was made, and the other announcements were made in the same video or whatever, the live stream. But it's all information. It's just a matter of, where do you want to put your focus? You want to put it on something that has been checked and rechecked for the safety of the children? Or do you want to put your focus on the whole reason why we are all together in the first place? I mean, I don't think your freedom is dependent upon what Bandit's doing. You know, we're all a village there. We look out for each other. So if it's past many checks and balances, that's the way that the restoration, that is the way that a constitutional republic works, y'all. We have a series of checks and balances, and Bandit went through a series of checks and balances and apparently has been cleared. So I'm going to be as kind as anything to Bandit, because quite frankly, he's a very kind person. I don't know what happens. Sometimes people are falsely accused. Haven't we all been up in arms about some of the things going on with 1-6? Because we feel like there are some false accusations there. So I'm not going to stand in judgment. I'm going to be discerning, you know, and I'm going to watch, and I'm going to help make sure that others are safe just as much as they're helping to make sure I'm safe. But let's not distract from the reason we have come together, and that is what we are doing on July 4th. I don't think he made it a focus. I don't think he did. I think that he's practicing the transparency that he promised everybody. I do. God bless y'all. And as for bringing it up, you know, I don't want to think that, you know, I'm not saying you're a bad person or anything. It's a concern of yours. I understand, but let's not distract in the chat about the bigger situation is. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you. I tell you what, it's all God. I'm not very wise. It's God's wisdom coming through me. Truly, I'm very humble about that. Okay, I'm not going to address that conversation anymore. I've said what I feel like I wanted to say. You are entitled to your opinion, and you can have your fears if you want to. People don't have to come to the 1776 Restoration Movement location. They can meet us in DC. And this was my mom's. She gave it to me. And Mom is resting easy today after her surgery yesterday. Just to let y'all know. This is like almost as old as I am. It's from the 70s. Well, did you know that you have... Okay, I'm going to say this much more, and then we're going to be done with that conversation, okay? Because otherwise I'm going to start thinking that you're here to distract from what we're doing. I'm going to say this much. People who have child molestation record, etc., have to register. They must register when they move into a neighborhood, etc. There is a registry. And so, as far as I'm concerned, if he was convicted, you know, guilty of this crime, and it was proven that he had this crime, he is hereby registered. Okay? So what we're not going to do is go posse on the guy. We're not going to do it. So enough of that. He's gone through the judicial system. He's following the protocol at this point. I don't know what was done before, but he's following it now. And that is the American way. And that is what I'm fighting to protect. I'm fighting to protect the right for felons, convicted felons, to have work and have an income and a living for their families once they get out. If they serve their time, I'm fighting for their right to have work. And quite frankly, if you want to know what I feel about that, I feel that they have the right to vote too. Because once they've done the time and they're back out in public again, I feel like they've got the right to vote as any other citizen does. So don't get me started on that. All right. So microchip, I'm telling you, it's hard to stay out of it, isn't it? So enough of that. All right. I wish I could. Oh my gosh. It's wood, and it even has the M grain of where the hemp goes. And it's getting a little old. I have to, re-glue some little pieces every now and again, but I just love it, and I think that's probably what got me started on the hemp bracelets. All right, so final statement. I don't know what all the rules are around them. I don't know what all those laws are. I don't. So if the parole officer said that they thought it would be good for this person to be with the movement, and knows that there's children there, then there must be something that we're missing. So my suggestion is, how about this? Trey and Concrete, y'all go and do the research. Go and find out exactly what went on, and let us know. Okay, Concrete Creature and Trey, I want y'all to go and look up the record and find out what were the details. What were the details? But I'm letting you know, we don't have the final say. And Santa's a good man. So it's just enough of that. Let's talk about July 4th. Okay. Well, then okay, so here's what I want you to do, Concrete Creature. I want you to bring it to Santa. All right? If you found something out about that record that's still concerning, okay, then I want you to bring it to Santa. Right. We do have to be discerning, Microchip, but we are definitely not here to place final judgment or sentencing. That's for sure. So I'm not going to participate in that conversation anymore as of this moment. You heard what I had to say about it. So yes, so July 4th, for any of y'all who don't know, that is my birthday, and I can't think of any better way to celebrate my birthday this year than fighting for our restoration, or not fighting, for peacefully protesting for our peaceful protest and restoration of this great country's Constitution, because I am patriotic to the core, folks. I was born on the 4th of July. I can't help myself. I think it's going to be amazing. And the great thing is, too, Santa, I'm not paying attention to the chat right now because I got to let those guys get the rest of that out of their system, and I don't want to get drawn into it anymore. I suggest nobody else gets drawn into it either. They'll get bored and go somewhere else. So, not that they have a legitimate concern, but, I just don't want to participate with it anymore today. So, whoops. I think it's been stated very, very clearly that we will not be lifting a hand against any authority. I like the way that it was said, too. Any authority. And to me, it sounds like the conversations have been very open with the Metro DC Police. I would imagine that if they don't already have them there, there's probably going to be National Guard there, only because it's the 4th of July anyway. So we can go ahead and quell any of the whispering ahead of time that they're calling in the National Guard because of us. Bus scene on 16 Candles, which they were playing that was just like a bus full of just kooky kids, and they were playing some kind of waltz like that in the background. If not that one, it was pretty cute. That's one of those classic movies. So I do feel, I don't know about y'all, but are you using strong thread that's made for denim? The bobbin one is, and the other one isn't. So I think it'll be all right, because that's what I had in there from what I was doing the other day, and I don't feel like changing it. Seriously, Jen, I'm sorry. I mean, sometimes. Oh, did I get muted? No, the phone was ringing. So, that's interesting. Maybe y'all can't hear when the phone's ringing. Somebody tell me, were you able to hear the phone ringing? Oh, maybe that was why it ripped. Yeah, it could be. Well, this is different. This is different string that I'm using now. So, here's what it was before. It's not good. Not good. And then I just put a patch of some other jeans in there. And I think what might be the problem is that these aren't, it's not stretchy. My patch isn't stretchy. Oh no, look at that. I just say that again. Phew, it's getting humid. It's going to rain this afternoon. Oh, goodness gracious. Let me see. I'm so terrible at this. So what I was going to bring up, you couldn't hear the phone ringing either. Oh, well, that's interesting. All right. Oh, thank you. I'm learning. Okay. Huh. So here's what I'm thinking. Is that God wants this to remain peaceful. And I had a funny feeling before. I wasn't sure I was going to go into D.C. If the People's Convoy had gone into D.C., I probably would not have gone with them at the time. Because something about it was dangerous. And I do not have that feeling with this group. You know, I'm nervous, but not because of our group winding up doing something it shouldn't. I'm nervous because I don't know what the agitators, you know, might be doing. Where is it? I just had it. I could see where it wasn't attached. Then I get it all in here and I can't see where it wasn't attached. It's weird. It all looks attached from this side. So I feel that that the People's Convoy needed to be disbanded, because there were some people there that every now and again there'd be a meeting and somebody would yell something about, you know, their Second Amendment rights, but in a context of oh boy, you know. Now I feel like everybody's on the same page wanting to keep things peaceful. And I'm grateful for that. And I can get on board with that. You know what I mean? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm not about any violence. And quite frankly, I just don't need the trauma. And I don't think it would help. I think that it would discredit. Any kind of violence would discredit what we're trying to do. At this point, no, I didn't break it. Okay. This isn't a very good sewing machine, but sorry, y'all, I'm ignoring the chat. And I think that there's a number of us that feel that way. That it had to be regrouped in order to be the peaceful movement that we want it to be. Yes. Well, yeah, you know, yeah, but that's the whole idea about what Antifa is and everything. Is that's actually prompted from CVS. I know I got my thyroid medicine refilled in CVS in Georgia, and because they're wondering if I want to leave them. We're busy sewing patches in jeans and coming together for our plan to take back freedom for our country. CVS will have to wait. That was CVS in Georgia. That's right. Y'all couldn't hear it. Oh, now you hear it. Oh, that's funny. What's up, Terp? Wow. What is behind that, Terp? I don't understand it. You know Matthew's busy down there today. My goodness. I don't understand it. Terp, he put a call out last night for anyone who knows any information for local groups, charity groups or whatever that would help with any of the women and children especially that have been traumatized that are coming over from, you know, that are wind up coming over the river there. So, so I'm just sewing patches in my jeans. I was getting some country air conditioning. I had sewn patches before, they just didn't last. I'm not a very good seamstress, but it'll do. How can I be Aunt B and not be able to sew very well? I bet you the other Aunt B could sew Opie's jeans really well. She probably did it by hand. I don't have that kind of time. Although I'm starting to wonder if this would have been faster if I had done it by hand. All right, let's see what I did. So I believe that we'll have the kind of peaceful protest that we want with this group. And I believe that the People's Convoy did what it needed to. It certainly did bring us all together and got it started here in the United States. And I'm forever grateful for that. Now, whether people you know, lead organizers took money or not, more will be revealed. But you can't deny the good that it did. So y'all know where I stand with that. And it brought me great hope too. So, ooh, I think I did all right. Yay, we're in business again. My favorite jeans. I did this now because I've got to go and do laundry, and I wanted to make sure I had the patch secured again before I did laundry. Because the laundromat, those machines can be pretty tough on some distressed jeans. Okay, I don't see any light through those patches. The country air conditioning is officially at the knees again, where it should be. Snappy, that's awesome. We all love that show. Oh, is that cool, Gloria? Oh my gosh, I'll be curious to hear what they had to say, definitely. Today was supposed to be a not net day? According to who? I didn't get that memo. Who said that? But here you are, and here I am too, I guess. Are we peacefully protesting something like 5G or something? I don't know. Sherry, that's pretty funny. But they were his favorite. Oh, no, net. Well, that's what I thought you said. No fishing nets? Or no nets in my jeans. Oh boy, I'm so excited. All right, y'all. So, you know the deal. I'm going to say it again for those of you who missed it. My suggestion is go and watch the morning meeting. Hello. The morning meeting from Santa this morning. And he did announce that we have a date to go into Washington, D.C., and it is the 4th of July. July 4th, 2022. We will be going into D.C. with more people who are joining us from around the country. And this is an official call out for more to come and join us. We'll be going in on Independence Day, July 4th, 2022, into D.C. proper for a peaceful protest. And this is the same stance that was given in Baltimore during the last riots. And I was so proud of what Baltimore was able to do. Any agitators, they helped the police to detain them. So if Baltimore can do it, so can we. This is a peaceful protest, and it's going to remain that way. So, oh, I hope so too. He said he would. He said he would, Terp. The Black Bean. The Black Bean Mobile and our favorite Taco Joe. Yep. So, back in your basket. Still trying to figure out what you can do with them, huh, Sherry? Oh, it's so emotional. Oh my gosh. So my suggestion is for anybody who can come in, let them know, if you're not able to, but let them know. My suggestion is try to be here for the rallies. We're going to have a different location for rallies the Saturday and Sunday before, and then Monday we go into DC. But with the social media, I'll be there live streaming too. If somebody can't get there any sooner, then they can certainly find out what's going on with all of our live streams. So, and I'm letting y'all know, I'm starting to take donations now because I'm going to need help to be able to continue to do this. So there I am. Hello. I braided my hair, but that's about it today. I'm putting this in my box now. Donations to this site go to myself and Matthew because we're on two different fronts. He is on the Texas border, and I am boots on the ground here, and we'll be boots on the ground going into DC. Now, whether he comes up and joins us for that, I don't know. But right now, this is the only one I have set up until I can get on later and do some more. That's what today is about. I'm really trying my best, you guys. I'm so not techie. It's really hard for me. So, oh my gosh, what is my, oh, here we go. Okay, right now that's what the Zelle is attached to. I just put it in the chat. Later on, I'm going to, one of y'all suggested that I put it in the description part of my, of our site, Matthew's and my site. And so, oh, that's cool, Terp. So he posted last night on Facebook. So thank you for reminding me. That's another one of the things I need to bring up is I got to reach out to him and ask him to do a few more live streams to keep people plugged in with what's going on down there, especially since we've got more agendas going on down there too. So remember, we got to pray for the people caught in the middle. And I'm going to go and get my laundry done now that I got my patch done. And then I'll do some more on the computer to get this thing better. This channel. Yes, channel. Thank you. See, I don't know what it's called. My house is it's just a mess. Oh my gosh. My little cottage. So I love you all, and I pray that you have an amazing day, and don't get caught up too much with the distractions. I did a little bit, but I guess I had a little something I wanted to say about it. And And but we're done with that, and we're keeping the focus on what our main agenda is, and that's making sure that we have due process in this country. So, I mean, it does sort of tie in, but I mean, this is what we're fighting for, is that there's a series of checks and balances, and we have due process, and people follow that we all have rights. We all have rights, and we have human rights. And so, and we have the rights to keep people safe too. So, you know, it all ties in. We just have, you know, things that we're passionate about for sure. So I get it. All right. I need to refocus. Oh, look, you can see right at my nose. Not yet. So I'm working on that. Oceans One has, Overseas One has, I always say that. Overseas One has mentioned that as well. And so, so hello, everybody. Yes, we're going to reclaim and restore our freedom. Absolutely. So glory be to God. I'm so grateful for every one of you. And I'll check back in later once I've cleaned up a little. I love y'all. Have an amazing day. Your Aunt B loves you, aka me. And I will talk to you. Oh, look, I still have my new smile. All right, I love y'all, and I will see you later. Remember, July 4th, spread the word. Put it up on your social medias if you feel safe doing that, and there's no reason why you shouldn't. And we're going to get this done, and it's going to be beautiful because it's going to be peaceful. All right, what do we have? I don't know whose original idea that was, agenda that was. It wasn't this one. I can tell you that. This is a peaceful protest. All right. So, liberty, not BS. All right, before I go, really quick, later, Terp. Really quick, before I go, I will answer your leading question. It is everyone's choice what they put in their body. So no mandates. It is ridiculous how long we've been under a power of emergency declaration. And we want answers as to why it appears they have not met as often as they were supposed to vote on whether it stayed in place or was reversed. While that power of emergency is in place, we do not have our full constitutional rights. So we were once the freest country in the world, or one of them at least, but probably the one. And that's no longer the case. We've got tyrannical administration in place right now, and we should not be handing over our sovereignty for our healthcare decisions to outside countries, outside people, outside organizations, whatever you want to call it, or any one person doesn't get to choose what this entire country and states, everybody in the states, does. So we are about restoring our constitutional republic. And so we may have once been the freest people in the world, and that's just no longer been the case. And we're pushing back. So I believe that everyone that goes into DC knows that that's a risk. And I pray that that doesn't happen, because peaceful protesters and people who remain peaceful and voice that they want to have a discussion with their elected leaders should not be arrested. So, all right. God bless y'all. Have a great day, and glory be to God all day, every day. I will see you later.